Hey, this is Troy Erickson from Email Secrets and the Secrets of Scale podcast. Today, I'm back with another special student interview. It's what I'm very excited about because I've known Alex Gregoriades for quite a long time now. And I'm going to ask him a few questions about his journey and the crazy success that he's had, particularly in the last week, which is really exciting. So, Alex, how's it going?
It's doing great. Thanks for having me here. And looking
Of
forward to chatting
course.
about it with you.
So, Alex, tell me a bit about how you discovered copywriting and like emails in general, right? So it's like you're in Cyprus. There's probably not a lot of people, doing email there, not a lot of people doing copywriting. How the heck did you get into this industry?
Yeah, well, it's an interesting story. I mean, I was just finished my master's study in computer science. Always going on the way, software engineering, programming, website development. I was working a couple of corporate jobs, and yeah, I wasn't happy. So I wanted to make a change in my life. Then I decided to do like my own thing. I started another wholesaling business, which it didn't work out. And then it's part of, learning from your failures. So I asked myself, why didn't this work out? And it was just because I didn't know sales, I didn't know marketing. So I started researching online. And then I came across some, gurus who were talking about copywriting. And then I figured out, this is quite interesting. So I went all in this area.
Awesome. And tell me a little bit about what your mind was like when you first started. And the reason I say this is going to be one of my favorite interviews is because I remember very specifically sometime at roughly maybe a year or two ago, you messaged me on Facebook and you were like, man, I don't know if this is real. Like, are you sure that I can make money? Like, where was your head at back then?
Yeah, I mean, copywriting wasn't a thing that we knew about. Like, it was sort of like something that's kept secret. So colleges weren't saying about this. Like, I never saw this. So in my mind, like I was programmed by the society. Is like, is it legit? Like, does this work? How are people making money from this? So and then, yeah, man, I was working with a few agencies. Yeah, I was getting paid like roughly $10 an hour. But then when I transitioned to freelancing, I didn't have a clue like if it's going to work for me. So that's how I reached out to you.
Awesome. So then we started working together a little bit. I was helping you out, just like learning the basics of, email list management and like how to get clients. So what did you learn and how did you get your first client?
Yeah, I mean, it was just the main thing is attention. Like we all know that the number one currency in marketing is attention. So I was starting posting in Facebook groups, putting myself out there, sharing some value, with people. And it was just about networking, making connections with people. And yeah, and then like knowing your stuff, like you have to have some knowledge in the area you're working in. It's not just about going after clients. So I was doing some good work with the clients, obviously getting advice from you. And then, yeah, it built up from that area and then just moving forward and upwards.
That's awesome. So after you got your first client, you started to pick up some traction. What was that feeling like when you kind of realized like, hey, the my old thoughts about like is it possible to make money online are no longer true? Like what was it like when you finally what was the moment like when you finally realized like, wow, this is really possible?
Yeah, I mean, it was mind blowing. I never thought that this going to work, to be honest. I thought that I had these doubts in my mind that at some point I was going to go back starting looking for jobs. And as soon as I started like getting some traction, it was like a moment where I realized this is working, and it gave me a lot of security, feeling like more confident in myself, having this freedom in my life, like I can work in my pajamas if I wanted to. I don't have someone else sending me like calls all the calling me all the time, like I have to work overtime and stuff. So I was started living the life that I wanted to have, and getting a lot, in Cyprus, it's not like usual for people to go after what they want to go after. It's like the society is built up in this way where you have to get a normal job, and every parent wants their kid to go to university and have their diploma and go after corporate jobs. So it was amazing. I felt proud of myself, and I could finally put food on the table for my family. So that was amazing.
That's awesome. And you have a young daughter, is that correct?
Yeah. I'm an early father. I made her when I was 22-ish. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that must feel amazing. I don't have any kids myself yet, but to go from just like a regular job to writing copy and being able to stay home and make money at the same time, man, that is cool. Now I have to ask you, I saw you post recently in the group. It sounds like the beginning of this month has been wild for you. So if you mind sharing, or if you don't mind sharing, I should say, how well have you done in the last week, and how well have you done like in the last 30 days?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It kind of feels surreal. I haven't like thought about it yet. Like it was, I went from like when I started obviously as a freelancer, I was just barely making like $300 a month. Then when I started enterprise, at the beginning, I basically jumped to 3K. I was getting like 3, 4K consistently every month. Then in the last like 3 months, I was getting like more close to 5. And then over the sudden, like this last week, I jumped to 7.5K, and the month has just started. Like we have a little bit more left. So it's a big opportunity for me to reach that 10K mark this month. And it feels amazing.
That's amazing. So this week, 7.5 grand in US currency. That is awesome. So given that we're only a week into this month, if you look back at the past 30 days, are you over 10K yet?
In the last 30 days, yeah, I mean, in the last 30 days, yeah, I mean,
There you go.
I just almost, I calculated based on, every new month. So if we calculate based on that, yeah, definitely 10K.
Yeah, I had to give you a little taste of that feeling, right? I like where your mind is. It's like you kind of hit it over the last month, you're over it, but you want to make sure it's official. And I know that over the course of this month, you have like 25 days left. That's a long time, and you can probably do even better than 10K. So I'm super proud of that. And you kind of realized on this call, you're like, wow, I kind of crossed like the 6-figure pace mark. So that's awesome. So to anybody who's watching, even people who don't like live in America, like you don't live in America yet, um, what is some advice that you would give to somebody who's starting out on their email marketing journey?
Well, first of all, like believe in yourself. I had a lot of doubts in my mind. My mindset wasn't in a good place. Um, Work hard every day. Don't stop working. Like you have to. There's something I learned from another copywriter where we hung out a few days ago, and he was telling me about this concept called seatbelt luck, where you put your seatbelt on. You don't know if you're gonna need it. When it happens, like an accident happens, then sort of you're gonna get lucky. So what I mean is every day put yourself out there, do the work. Um, don't be afraid to invest in people that are ahead of you. Money flows. Like if you put money out there, money's going to come back to you. So invest in people. Always be coachable. Like listen to advice. Don't be stubborn. They know better than you. Don't have a huge ego, and build connections. And yeah, always add value, and don't have like a hidden agenda where you're always like pursuing money. It's about hard work and adding value in people's lives.
That's perfect. And that actually triggered one more question that I thought of. So naturally, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think naturally you're a very shy person. And now, given that you've been part of Email Secrets and you've had some success in writing copy and writing emails, managing lists, um, what has it been like? Like, has it been hard to like communicate with people, or has it gotten a lot easier now that you've been in it?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a shy person because I went through a lot in my life, and for some reason I thought that I don't deserve anything in my life. So for some reason I felt like I'm at a lower level from other people, and I didn't have any confidence. But it sort of built up after, getting this sort of success in my life and doing better than other people now. I'm not the person that, will ever like put another person in a lower level because I'm doing better than them. But this has given me a lot of confidence to, speak with people. I never imagined myself talking to clients. Like, this is unbelievable. Like, negotiating, putting boundaries with people and delivering work. I never imagined, like, as a kid growing up being the person who I am today. So it's great.
That's awesome. That's a good way to end it. I can't say any better. And I think that's the goal for all of us, because I totally agree. It's like when I was a kid, I just wanted to play baseball for my entire life, and that was it. And it's like if I didn't do that, I didn't know what I was going to do. But thankfully, email marketing and copywriting has been there and been a really fun adventure, as it has for you. So thank you for joining us. And if anybody else out there wants to join Alex and I inside of Email Secrets, the links to that are right below this video. And hopefully you can be on an upcoming interview as well. So thank you, Alex, for joining us. And to everybody else, talk to you soon.